Okay, so hello everyone. I'm here once again. My name is Beenish and I'm from the Moms.Ca community portal. Moms.Ca is a community portal in which women from all over Canada come together to share their thoughts and feelings and information. And Iram Zahra is our founder, and I write blogs and do interviews. So today I have with me Zahida. Assalamu alaikum, Zahida. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Welcome and thanks a lot for joining us. So before I start the interview with Zaida, I'm going to give a brief introduction about her. So Zaida is a house manager of Sakeenah Homes at the Brampton location. She's a child and youth counselor, and she's been in Canada for over 20 years. She immigrated from Pakistan. She lives in Mississauga with her family, her sons and her husband. She volunteers with the Region of Peel Family Literacy Program. Zaida has studied from the Durham College, and she's
Humber College.
From Humber College. Yes, and she has basically she has been counseling females at the feminine level, and this has brought her. This is what has brought her to Sakeenah Homes. Zaida, I'm hoping I introduced.
No, you did a very good job. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Zaida, I'd like to ask you a few questions regarding the work that you're doing. So first of all, I'd like to learn about what Sakeenah Home is doing and what do you do for Sakeenah Homes?
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. As Beenish has mentioned, my name is Zahida Rizvi and I work at Sakeenah Homes. So as most of you are familiar with the concept of shelter homes or group homes over here, so Sakeenah Homes is a transitional home. We call it a transitional home because it is like an in-between thing between a shelter, like an overnight shelter, and a group home where people live for a longer period of times. So transitional homes is where people usually go for 3 to 4 months, and it's service oriented. It's like very independent, but private as well. So what Sakeenah Homes has developed is a shelter home, is a transitional home, and this is a home with rooms in it. Obviously, it's a shared location, but it's like private and independent. The residents cook for themselves, they do the chores around the house, they attend weekly meetings. So it's like a group home setting, but very service oriented. So the Sakeenah Homes is basically for Muslim women over here residing in Canada who have been through situations like domestic abuse, intimate partner violence, maybe like unemployment, or especially in these COVID times, there's so many things going on with everybody's lives. So they require services or counseling, so they can contact Sakeenah Homes. Over here, we have a safe place for them to reside. And we do have counselors and caseworkers who help them with their needs. So the caseworkers, they sit down with the residents and they assess what their needs are, and then they connect them to the resources. So as we know that Government of Ontario and Government of Canada has so many different plans for people who want a new start in their life or who want a little bit of help with financing maybe. So we connect them to these resources. We also have a mental health program, and we have counselors. So for our residents, so whoever comes in here and requires some mental health, we can help them with that as well. We do a lot of remote casework, which means that that people who do not need a shelter, but they still need some kind of resource to help themselves. So they connect with our counselors and remote caseworkers, and we help them with that. We are a registered charity. We have a charity number. So we are mostly dependent on our donors and our fundraising people who collect funds for us.
Okay, wonderful. And Zaida, what exactly do you do for Sakeenah Homes?
So first, at Sakeenah Homes, my designation is a house manager. So I am the point of contact between the residents once they move in, and then all their needs and requirements inside the house. So if they need, we have like a very nice setting over here. We have rooms, beds, and books and facilities and kitchen and everything here.
Wonderful.
So I basically make sure that the residents have all the supplies they have, cleaning supplies, hygiene products, and all the food supplies. So we provide a staple dietary requirement for them, and it's always in the house, like milk, eggs, bread, and everything. And then also I do like in-house programming. So for mindfulness, basic life skills, and all those, and I collect funds for Sakeenah Homes, integrate donations. We have a huge list of donors who like help us weekly. So I am like the point of contact for that as well. So yeah, that's what I do here.
So what are the most popular programs that you offer at Sakeenah Home for the women?
We have a lot of like mindfulness, yoga, art, and these kind of resources available. The mental health program is also good for the residents, but obviously that requires an like intake. You need to be here and do that. Yeah.
So what is the first step to approach you? Like how do women who are in need, how do they basically approach you?
Okay, yeah, that's a very, very good question, because it's obviously our community needs to know that. So if you know somebody, or if somebody is listening to this and they are in need of some kind of protection or shelter, so they can easily contact our 188 number, or they can go to our website, sakeenahhomes.com, and over there they can talk to somebody who will connect them, leave their information, and who will connect them to a caseworker. So usually caseworkers, they contact a client within 24 to 48 hours, and then we do an intake process. So we get all the information. If there is an emergency, so obviously we have to dial 911. But if you have time and you think you need detailed help, so you can call the number, or you can go to the website and you can connect with a caseworker. And then the caseworker schedules, if you qualify for our program and if we can help you. So the caseworker, after completing the intake process, like presumes a move-in date for you, and then you move into the house. We arrange for that as well, and then from there on the casework starts.
That's wonderful. So right now during pandemic, like the cases are being handled online, or how over the telephone?
Yeah, we have both the services. So people in need of a shelter, obviously they need to come and reside with us. Yeah. But then if you think you do not need a shelter, you just need some kind of counseling, or you need some guidance, then obviously you can connect with our remote caseworkers. So we do a lot of Zoom calls, we do a lot of Zoom meetings, even for the residents who are in the homes right now. All the in-house programming and most of the contact with the caseworker is through Zoom and other sources, because obviously with the protocol of COVID, we need to maintain the social distancing and all. Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. So when did Sakeenah Home become functional, Zahida, and what are its locations across Ontario?
Sure, yeah. So Sakeenah Homes became functional around 2 years ago. So in 2018, we started doing this. And we have 4 locations around Ontario. So this one that I am the house manager is at the Brampton location. Then we have one in Toronto. And then we have one in Ottawa. And we recently opened up another one in London, Ontario. So Alhamdulillah, we have been working. We have helped like over 5,000 women, and like hundreds of children and women with remote casework. And so our locations are like equipped with all kind of needs that women have. They have like rooms for them, laundry services, kitchen services. So all the homes are equipped with the same things. And yeah, it's been like going good since past 2 years. We have support from our community. That's what we really need.
Yeah, so coming to support, like how can we as a community support your work?
As a community, we need outreach. Like we need people to get the word out that there is a facility like this. There's a resource that people can use if they find themselves in this situation like this. So the best thing is to go to our website, sakeenahhomes.com, or or dial our number, and we'll get in touch with it. But obviously we need this is a charitable organization, so we need our community to like donate for us, especially Ramadan is coming around. We do accept sadaqah and zakat donations, in-kind donations, meal donations. Like we have a program where people donate cooked food. In COVID time, we are not very keen on getting cooked food, because everybody has their limitations. But definitely, people can donate monetary funds, and we can use it for feeding the women who who are residing with us. Today, actually, there is a client who needed who had little children, so we needed like a safety gate for the stairs, the stair gate. So I just posted on your website if anybody wants to donate, if somebody has a spare gate to donate for our home, that would be wonderful, because we're always in need of donations of any kind.
So can we generously donate monetary funds through your website?
That's right. Yeah. So if you go to our website, sakeenahhomes.com, there's a donate button. And if you click on that, it asks you if you want to donate through your Zakat donation, or you want to do Sadaqah. And then it takes you to another page, and it goes like what kind of donation you want to make. Is it like one-time thing, or if you want to do a monthly thing? Like we have people who want to donate, like they can pull into to pay one of the utility bills for us. So every month you can do that to support one of the house. And people are like, willing to buy groceries, because obviously this is like a continuing thing that we do. So you can donate money, so we can use it. Like you can mention which aspect you want to help with, and then inshallah we can donate the money in the same way. The charity number is there. So if anybody's concerned about, we do issue tax receipts. So whatever you donate, that's taxable as well. And then we know that it's being spent in Canada for the resource for women in need. So inshallah, yeah, that's what I want to really, really ask the community to help us with spreading our name and to donate generously.
Yes, obviously. Zahida, can you share an example of any example of women who have been whose life have been drastically changed by your work, by the work that you're doing?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there are so many stories that I want to share. Yeah, because we had women who were single, and women who had children with them, and then they moved on, and they were very, very thankful to our caseworkers to help them. One thing that I remember, one story is it's about a girl who got married and came to Canada, and then unfortunately the circumstances at her home were not like feasible in her approach. And she was facing domestic violence, not only by her partner, but her in-laws as well. And she didn't know what to do. Language is sometimes a barrier as well. So somehow she got contacted with our caseworkers at Sakeenah Homes. And then we asked her, like, what is a safe time for her to move? And she moved in with us, and she did her goals and her needs and assessments with our caseworkers. And alhamdulillah, within a few weeks, she was a very motivated person, a very educated person as well. And in a few weeks, like we arranged like seminars for her and stuff, and she got a job for herself in her field, and then secured housing for herself. And mashallah, like she's still in touch with us. And she informs us about her progress and how Sakeenah Homes has helped her, and she's like an independent member of the community now. That is what we live for. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So you provide employment counseling to women as well, right?
Exactly.
And what about those that have language barriers? Is there any?
Yes, we do connect them with all the ESL or the link classes and all these resources. So once a client moves in with us, and we have done a needs assessment with them, so we work on like the timelines of how we are going to help them. So if they need us to secure subsidized housing, if they need to secure employment, and if they need to apply for Ontario Works or ODSP and all these resources, we connect them to those. And then we follow up on them. Yeah, like our caseworkers have timelines, and they follow up with them. Okay, so now you need to apply for a job. Now you have to prepare for interview. And these are the resources where you can go and like get connected. And then we do have like mental health counseling as well. So if you're going through trauma, like the resident I was talking about, she was also going through trauma as well, because the situation she has faced in her home. So our mental health counselors used to work with her in coming to terms with that as well.
So that's so good. So Zahida, may I ask, like, roughly what is the number of clients that you have at the moment across your 4 houses?
Roughly, it depends on the availability. Like, so we have now different kind of a number of beds in our different houses. So sometimes all of them are full, and sometimes we have spaces available. So roughly maybe like 30 to 40 women and their children are residing, because obviously we need to consider the children are there as well. And so we that. So yeah, like roughly on a month, 2 or 3 monthly basis, we have like 30 or 40 people moving in and out of the house.
Across each
Across
location.
all the, yeah.
That is so good. That is so good. And I would like to ask you, is there any message that you would like to give to our community on behalf of Sakeenah Homes?
Yes, Alhamdulillah, the community is very helpful. I truly believe all the Muslim community all around Canada, they're very, very helpful in donating. And obviously, I ask for the community to get our name out. If you know somebody, and if you know a resource that might be helpful for us, if you do something that could help these women to benefit in their learning, please do contact us, because we do a lot of in-house programming. And then yeah, donate generously, because this is a charitable organization, and we need all the help from the
So there
community.
are plenty of volunteer work available for those of us who want to contribute, right?
That's right. Yeah. In COVID times, obviously, we have to limit our in-person programming. So if you have something that you can help us with in doing a Zoom workshop or something that might help the women. So, like basic life skills. Sometimes, sometimes there is like a job search program. Sometimes there is a link that you have for something that the woman can go to and update their resumes. So yeah, every little bit helps.
Everything, yeah, that's great. So Zahida, before we leave, I just wanted to ask you, what makes you most proud of Sakeenah Homes?
Working at Sakeenah Homes has made me really proud for two things. One is the success stories that we have, the women that go through the program, and then we see them, they are flourishing and they have achieved what they wanted and they're independent. And the other thing is the donors, because I really get so excited when people contact us and they want to help us in any way we need.
In any way.
Yeah, so Alhamdulillah, a charity and doing zakat and giving out sadaqah is like innate quality of us. We just do that if we see somebody. So the success stories and the donors is something that I'm really proud of being at Sakeenah Homes, because the success story cherishes us. Like every day we hear somebody doing good or being positive is like is a really satisfying thing for us.
So that is like such great work that you are doing out there for Sakeenah Homes, and I'm sure many of our community members, those who did not know Sakeenah Home, would have learned a lot through what you have told us today.
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah. So thank you, Zahida, so much for coming with Muslim Moms, and thank you so much for all the information you provided.
No, thank you so much for having me. I have been like a member for a while, and I've been following you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job, and then a lot of so many women are getting so many answers to things and getting help. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Okay, thank you, Zahida. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Assalamu alaikum.